Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am unbagging Rainbow Tree from Paintsomeway.com. Paintsomeway.com got in touch with me a few weeks ago and asked if I would be interested in reviewing some of their products. So I had a look at the website and I had a bit of a browse. I found out that they don't just do diamond painting, they also do cross stitch and oil painting kits. So if you are a crafty person who does more than diamond paint, which is not me, but if you do cross stitch or oil painting, or you want to maybe give them a try, you can check out those sections on the website. But obviously the only section that really interested me was the diamond painting. So I had a look, I had a browse through a lot of different designs, and finally I chose one that's a bit different from anything I've done. And I decided to choose an accessory as well, rather than doing two diamond paintings. So today I want to look at the diamond painting. In the future I will review the accessory. So if you want to see that, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button so you get a little message when the next video comes up. So anyway, back to the unbagging. This is not an unboxing because Paintsomeway are a budget friendly company, and like pretty much all the rest of the budget companies, they do not ship in boxes. So you will receive a grey bag. The diamond painting will be inside it. There is no box. So scissors would be a good idea. So we'll just cut it open. As I said, there is more than a diamond painting, but I am only going to look at the diamond painting today. So quite a wide one. I had to put the camera kind of high to get this. So we'll have a look. And as I said, pen as well. As I said, no box, and this is quite a wide diamond painting. So I can see the problem with that is the drills fill this area here, so they sort of help to keep the shape of the canvas. There is nothing inside the canvas here. So if I put it on its side, you can see this is because there is nothing inside this section. Now we'll wait and see when I open it up. Initial impression is I don't see any real creases, so it should flatten out. Maybe this bit here, but not as bad as I thought it may be. Because when I picked up the bag, I could feel this and I thought, oh, I don't know about this, but it doesn't look too bad. So as I said, this one is called Rainbow Tree, and we'll open it up in a second. Just have a quick look here. So we get a label. All it has is made in China and a reference number, 1050031, and somebody has written 1050031 on the bag, and that's pretty much it. So no box. Okay, I wasn't sure how to open this. This one has the glue strip, so you open it along the centre. Take the canvas out, put that out of the way. So I suppose the first thing we'll have a look at is the drills, if I can get into them. I have reviewed quite a few companies now. I think I'm in the region of 52 companies. What I like to see is the differences between the companies, and that's why I do these reviews, so that somebody may be thinking of buying a kit, but they would like more information about it. Is it resealable bags? Is it the small bags of 200? That sort of thing. So I can see that this actually is resealable bags, which is really good. and just checking nothing else is in the canvas, so I'll just pop the canvas up there out of the way, and we can have a look at the drills. I'm thinking there must be something in there because I have no tray. Yeah, I didn't want to squeeze it too hard, so we'll do the toolkit first. So the toolkit comes in a resealable bag, and we get, I think I'll start with the tweezers. So we get a pair of tweezers. These are definitely budget tweezers. There is a little piece here that holds them closed. They are very thin, and if I hold them like that, you can see they're already bent. I would say this is probably going to be the weak point of this kit. You can see how easily I can bend these. They are extremely soft. So the thing is, most people don't use tweezers, so it probably doesn't matter that much. You can still use them if you place a drill wrong, or you place a drill and realise there's a problem with it. You can still use these to pick out the drill to replace. I wouldn't recommend trying to use them to actually place drills because they are so soft. It means you have to squeeze the tweezers very hard to try and pick up the drill. If you do that, the drill is more than likely going to ping away, and it isn't going to be much fun. So very soft tweezers. As I said, they are useful for picking the drills off, but that is about it. But considering most people don't use tweezers, it may not really matter. We get to the pen. So standard diamond painting pen with the plastic tip and the brass insert, absolutely standard length and diameter of diamond painting pen. In this case it's a clear one with little pieces of glitter in it. It already has a squidgy on, which is quite nice, so you don't have to mess about trying to get this thing on. Sometimes it can be quite difficult. So this is already on and firmly in place. It comes with a multi-placer on the end. So we have single placer, you place one drill at a time. Multi-placer, you put a little channel of pink wax in here, and you can pick up a small row of drills. I think this is about a 4-placer. So you can pick up 4 drills at a time if you're working on an area of the same colour, and it speeds things up. It does take practice, I've been told. A multi-placer is something that I've never used. I prefer to single place. But I've been told with a bit of practice it gets easier. So small multi-placer, and I noticed in the bag I can see another one. Put that back. So here we've got a very large multi-placer. So if you have a large area, a very large area of the same colour, again you can fill this channel with pink wax and pick up a whole row of drills and place them. So I think once you get used to it, it would be a lot quicker. But it depends on the diamond painting. If you have a diamond painting that has a lot of different colours and only small sections of each colour, you probably wouldn't use this. But in the future you may have a kit that has solid colours, and you could give it a try. So 2 multi-placers, a squidgy, a pair of tweezers that are okay for picking drills out. I'll just leave it at that. A massive piece of pink wax, which is actually 2 rectangles. If I just bend it there, you can see 2 rectangles. This is a lot of pink wax. It's way more than you actually need, so that's nice, extra pink wax. And then we get a little white tray which has a spout, which is a bonus. Makes it a lot easier to pour drills back into containers or even the bags. If you pour some in the tray, use what you need. You have to pour the rest back. Having a spout is definitely a good thing. A lot of the budget companies will give you a tray like this. It's actually a bit narrower as well, and it doesn't have a spout, so it's more awkward to try and pour drills back into things. So it's definitely better. The tray does have angled sides though, so if you're new to diamond painting, just be aware of this, because if you're diamond painting and you accidentally touch the side of the tray, it will flip over very easily and your drills will end up on the glue, and you'll have to use your tweezers to sit and pick them all back off and put them back in the tray and then place them again. So just a handy hint, don't touch the side of the tray. Once you've done it a few times you will remember, but just a heads up for anyone who hasn't diamond painted. When you get a tray, check to see if the edges are angled. Most of them will be, and just avoid touching it. So tray with a spout, that's nice. Wider than the basic one as well. So that is the kit. A bit more than a lot of the budget companies do. 2 multiplacers, tweezers, and 2 pieces of pick mix. The thing that's unusual is this is a round drill kit. The little pieces that you put down are round. Normally when you get round kits you don't get tweezers, so it is a little bit of a bonus. Usually with rounds people will use a pen, so a little extra. Like I said, it does come in handy if you need to pick drills off. So we'll have a look at the actual drills now. So again, in a bag. Normally these bags have a glue strip, yep. So just the same as the bag that the canvas was in. Normally the canvas bag opens at one end, but this one is a bit different. Again, that's why I like to try different companies, and people can see what you get. This is definitely a plus. The drills come in resealable, labelled and numbered bags. So this means you don't have to cut little bags open and pour drills out, then put them back in the bag and then use a rubber band or a piece of tape to hold the bag closed. You just pour some drills out in the tray, use what you need, open the bag again, pour your drills back in, reseal it. If you have never diamond painted before, this is ideal, because all you have to do is get your bags in numerical order. You work by the key, you look for the number that you need, you take that bag, pour some in the tray, use the pink wax with your pen, use what you need, pour them back in, put them back in numerical order again. It just makes them a lot easier to find, rather than just having a stack of bags like this and then having to look through, I need number 5 and that sort of thing. So what I would do is sort them out. If you've got a large enough table, enough space, the way that I would do it is I would put 1 to 9, and then I would put 10, and then all the ones between 10 and 19. In fact, I'm going to do this anyway because I want to check to make sure that we've got all of the numbers. So I'll just sort them out. I mean, I could skip it and not record this, but again, I'm thinking about people who are new. It gives you a better idea of just how long it takes to do this. So what I'm doing is just sort them into order. So that's number 2, that's number 4, number 12, so that'll go in the second column. Number 16 goes in here before number 17. Number 5, number 3, number 25, that's 27, so it goes behind it. 22 goes behind that. 29, that'll be the bottom one. 20, that's the first one. 21. Sometimes when you get kits like this, they will be in numerical order. I didn't really notice if these were, but if you open the bag and tip them out, they all get mixed up anyway. So 18, 36, so we're in a new column. Number 1. Number 24. number 6. Oops. I like that colour. Number 30, that would be the start of this one. Quite a few colours in this one. 23, 28, 38, 32, 40, so another column, 31. So the thing is, once you've got them in order like this, you would try and keep them that way, so it's a lot easier to go straight to them. 26, 19, oops, a little lucky for some, 13, 7, 14, 37, 9, 35, 15, 8, 39, so it's going to go down here, 33, 11. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a quick run through and just make sure I've got them all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not counting the bags, I'm actually looking at the labels just to make sure I've got the right number. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. So going by the bags, we have 40 colours in this diamond painting, hence the name Rainbow Tree. Quite a lot of colour and not much green. So 40 colours we think. I'll just have a look at the actual drills. So when I look at the drills from any company, I'm looking to see how easily they move in the bag, looking to see if there's any static. That isn't static. If you have static in the bag and you tip the drills down, the drills will stick to the plastic. So there's no static in this one. It's unlikely that there will be, but always check for it. I'm also checking that there's no oil from the machinery, the drills aren't clumping, they're moving nice and loose. Sometimes they might look like they're sticking, but it's because there's a vacuum in the bag. Like these are all, they're not dropping. But if I open the bag, you see they just all fell to the bottom. It's just because sometimes there's a bit of a vacuum in the bag and it can make them look as if they're sticking, but they aren't. Just have a look at the actual drills. I can see there's a tiny little dimple in the middle of them. It doesn't matter. I've done quite a few kits that have this little dimple in them, and the drills haven't fallen off. When I see drills that are totally flat, I always think they're better quality, but the dimple doesn't affect the drills, so they still stick. That's the main point. So everything looks fine. now you can see the sort of range of colours. We've got a pink to start with, and then some purples, reds, more purples, green, red, off-white, orange, more green, greenish, blue, blue, dark green, some brown, some more green, some red, some brown. This looks like black, but it's a very dark blue. It isn't black. You also see beside the number, the bag number is 39. We have the DMC code, which is 3852. That is a specific number which relates to this colour. So if you get DMC code 3852 from any other company, it's going to be this colour or very close. Dye lots can change, so it could be a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, but basically it'll be this colour. It won't be green or orange, it'll be this sort of tannish colour. So the DMC codes are very important. So the bag shows you the number. This is bag number 39 in the sequence. DMC code 3852. The DMC codes are in numerical order. So if you look at bag number 1, the DMC code is 152. And if we go to bag number 2, the DMC code is 209. So they increase the DMC code as we go up until we get to the last one, which is colour number 40, and it's B5200. The last number is telling you how many drills are in the bag. Not that you really need to know, but sometimes it's interesting. Like this bag here has 5,995 drills in this bag. And if you look at bag number 1, it has 143. So that's what these three numbers are. Again, for anybody that's new, you might get these bags and look at them and think, what do these numbers mean? The first number is just the number in order, starting at 1 up to number 40, because we have 40 colours. Then it's the DMC codes in numerical order, and then it tells you how many drills are in each bag. So that's what the three numbers are. So everything looks fine. I'm just going to shuffle them all back up again. And I can rearrange them at a different time because I put them into containers. But again, if you're totally new and you don't have any other containers or anything like that, and you just want to try diamond painting, you're not sure if you're really going to get that interested, I would suggest you don't spend money on extras. Try doing the diamond painting first, see if you enjoy it, maybe do another one. You'll quickly know if you're that interested in it, and then maybe look at buying other things like containers to put your drills in. So that was the drills, and now we have a look at the canvas. So the first thing we see is the key, or the legend as some people call it. Again, it's got everything here. That's the name, the reference number, ZQS548-AB. Then we have the size, 40 by 50, 40 centimeters across, 50 centimeters down. Then we have the numbers 1 to 40. So that's right. We saw we had 40 different colours, and that is right. Then we have the symbols that are on the canvas. That is how you know which colour to put where. Then we have, it actually says DMC code. It doesn't always say DMC. Sometimes it just says colour or things like that. But it's the DMC code. So then we see the DMC codes, and then quantity, and we see what we've got in the bag. Thinking about that, actually, that could be what we need. I'm just going to pick a bag at random. Pick bag number 10. So bag number 10, according to this, 309. Yeah, this is how many we actually need for the diamond painting, and this is how many we actually have in the bag. So we need 309, we've got 324. So they've given us extra. That is normal. in fact all companies I would say, add in a little bit extra just in case you have any defects. So you don't have to use every single one. If you've got one and it's misshaped, you can take it away and you'll have more, so you don't have to worry about that. So 309 is actually what you need, and you've got 324. If I looked at every bag, you would see that the quantity here, what I need against what I actually get, I will always get more than I need. So it's nice to know that you've got some extras. You don't have to wonder if you've got some extras, you know, and you know exactly how many extras. Okay, so that is pretty much it. So this is the key, or the legend, people call it different things, and that's it, that's everything on it. A lot of them don't tell you how many drills you need. A lot of the bags from other companies won't tell you how many drills are in the bag either. Then we get a thumbnail. So this is the actual picture. You can see here it's multicolored trees going down like an avenue into the distance. I like brightly coloured diamond paintings. This one caught my eye. I haven't seen anything quite like this one, so I decided to go for it. So the canvas, I've noticed, is actually a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. From the budget companies, they can be pretty starchy and stiff. This is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty malleable. It is very thin, but it is soft. So I'm thinking even more, the creases that we saw aren't going to be an issue because it's really soft. I think this will flatten really well. I'm just wondering how this is going to go with the sheet. So I have a clear sheet over the top. This is to stop things sticking to the glue. It's poured glue, so we don't have any air bubbles or anything like that. So that's fine as well. I'll just open it up, I think. So normally when I get to this point, I start switching lights off to reduce reflections, so I'll do that. Switch off two lights. I'll have to keep one on because you wouldn't see anything if I switched off. So you can see the picture, but you can also see these lines. This is where the cover is catching the light from over here. You can see the lines in the canvas. If I turn it over, you'll see them even more in the back. So you see everything, all the creases. The light actually makes it look a lot worse than it is. Normally I have to turn them to catch the light, but actually this is a good position. So these creases, you want to get rid of them before you start diamond painting. You can see this one here, the canvas is just wanting to fold back up again. Same on this side. So what you want to do is lay this down on a hard surface like a table, or even the floor. Put some heavy books on top and cover the whole thing. Leave it for a few days, and when you lift the books off, you'll find that the canvas is nice and flat. That is what you want. The temptation is always to open it up and just start. If you do that, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get these lines. So you'll finish your diamond painting, you'll hang it up on the wall, and you'll walk past, and as the drills reflect light and sparkle, as they do because it's called diamond painting, and that is the reason why. So the drills will sparkle, but you will find that these ridges, because these drills are sitting at different angles from the ones on the flat surface, they will cause this, you'll see lines of sparkle, which detracts from the picture. So you want it nice and flat, so when you walk past, all you get is the random sparkle that you should get, and you won't get these lines that you can see the folds. So it's pretty simple. Heavy books, that is the answer. Some people will put it under their mattress. I haven't actually tried that. I prefer just solid books on a solid surface and just leave it for a few days. Take the books off, turn it over, have a look and see if I can still see the creases. If I can, book's back on again. Maybe shuffle them about a bit, because depending on how big the books are, unlikely you're going to have one book that's this big. So you've got them sort of sitting against each other, and you might have the join between the books on a crease, so it doesn't really flatten. What you could do is put books on top of the books to really get it flat. Or you can do it, see if you can see any creases, and then make sure you put a book over that crease. It's really up to you how you work it. But it will go flat, and that's what you want. So once you start, it won't try and fold up again. Once you flatten it, that's it. It won't try and go back into these folds. So what I want to do now is have a close-up look of the actual print, so we can see how good the print quality is it easy to read, and that's what we're going to do next. So now we're closer to the canvas, so you can see the actual symbols. So this is how you know where to put the drill. So you look at the key and you find the symbol that you want to put, and you look to the left of that, you'll see the bag number. So then all you do is find the bag number for each symbol and put the drills in the correct place. So what we're looking at just now is the actual print quality. We're looking to see if the print is clear enough to read, if we have any faded print, missing print, double print, anything like that, or even air bubbles. This is poured glue, so we won't have a problem with that. It used to be double-sided adhesive was the thing they used all the time, which is like a massive sheet of double-sided glue. And the problem with that was when they put the diamond painting and the glue together, it was very common to get air bubbles underneath the glue. So when you got it, you had to get a sharp craft knife and slice all the air bubbles to let the air out, because if you didn't, you would see these lines where the air bubbles were, because the drills weren't sitting flat like the drills around them. Just like the creases I was talking about, if you don't get the creases out of the canvas before you start, you're going to notice these lines. So that is what used to be. Most companies now use poured glue because you don't have that problem. It's a lot easier. So nice to see poured glue. The print to me looks absolutely fine. I don't see any problems reading these symbols. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. 40 colours, quite a lot of colour in it. As I said, it's something very different. I don't have any diamond painting that looks like this. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good one. So that was Rainbow Tree from Paintsomeway.com. I was actually quite surprised with this one, because as I said, when I received the package, I could feel that the drills only went so far along, and then it was just the canvas. And I thought, that could be really bad, because it could be very easy for it to be creased. You know what the postal service are like, they're not the most gentle of people. But actually it worked out okay, and I think a lot of that is because of the canvas. The canvas is a lot softer than I'm used to from the budget companies. Normally they're pretty starchy, pretty stiff. This is really flexible. So I think once we get some books down on it for a few days to flatten it, everything will be fine. There were no sharp creases, which I was quite surprised about. Very pleased to see numbered and labelled resealable bags. Makes things so much easier, especially if you're new to diamond painting and you don't have any other storage system. And As I said, if you are new and you're thinking about getting a diamond painting, you may join some groups and start to see people talking about storage cases and custom pens and various things. I would strongly recommend that you don't think too much about that. Get your diamond painting kit and work on it and see how it goes. Not everybody gets carried away with diamond painting like I have. Some people might find that it just gets a bit boring, it's too fiddly, different reasons. You might find that you start to get pains in your hands, if you've got arthritis maybe. You may struggle to see the symbols, or you get a sore neck leaning over the table, that sort of thing. It really depends on the individual person. After saying that, I think most people who try diamond painting definitely get hooked, and it is very, very enjoyable. It's a really good way to relax and unwind. Personally, I listen to music, I sit with headphones on, I listen to music and I diamond paint, and it is the best way I have ever found to just switch off and relax. It is really, really good. And I know that a lot of people do it, people who suffer from stress. Again, it's the same thing, it's just a way to switch off and not really think about anything. All you're thinking about is what colour is next, what symbol am I doing, and you're just putting drills down. And eventually you end up with a really nice picture. So, I mean, I would say definitely try it, but just don't go crazy and buy all the accessories immediately, just in case you don't like it, because it's a waste of money if you don't keep doing the hobby. But I'm sure that once you've done one or two, you'll start to think about things like storage kits and maybe getting a different pen, maybe a bit thicker, a bit nicer. But again, that's a personal choice. What you get in the kit is all you need. It's actually more than the basics. It included two multiplacers, which was quite nice to see. It included the squidgy already on the pen, which makes it a bit more comfortable. It's spongy, makes the pen a little bit thicker, so just a bit more comfortable than just using the basic pen. So again, nice to see. The actual print, no problems, as you saw, a bit of a close-up look, no problems reading the print, and it's poured glue, so we don't have any problems with air bubbles or anything like that. So overall, really good. The tweezers, normally you don't get tweezers with round drills. Most companies don't supply tweezers. People who use tweezers, it tends to be with square drills because they've got straight edges, it makes it easier to pick up. Some people, like myself, will do rounds, but it does take practice and patience. Not everybody has that patience, and they would rather just use a pen. I would say the vast majority of people use a diamond painting pen anyway, but especially when it comes to rounds. So the tweezers were a bit extra. I wouldn't use them to place drills, but I would definitely use them to pick out drills that are maybe misshapen, or you've accidentally put it in the wrong place, you need to get it back off. You can't do that with a pen. You need to use the tweezers to pop the drill back up. It doesn't cause any problems, again, for people who are maybe new. If you use tweezers and pop off the drill, the glue is still there. All you do is pop it out and then put in the one that should have been, or the one that's not defective. It's unusual to have any defects with round ones, so it's more if you misplace them. So you can pop them off, or pop them out, whatever you want to call it. The glue will still be sticky, so you can just replace the drill with the correct colour, and there won't be any problems. It won't damage it. So that is it. Yeah, definitely better than I was expecting. As I said, when I got the package, I really thought I was going to have major problems with it, with creases. That didn't happen, but I now know why, because the canvas is different from, I would say, all other budget kits that I've tried. They are definitely more starchy and stiff and not as malleable as this one. So that's how we got away with it. So yeah, I mean 40 colours, that's quite a lot of colour in it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that up on the wall. So what I'll do is I'll put a direct link to this one if it's something that interests you. I will also put a link to the website. You can have a browse through that. As I said, they do diamond painting, cross stitch and oil painting kits. So a lot of different things that you might be interested in. They have a lot of different diamond painting designs. If that's all you're going to look at, there are a lot, so plenty to choose from. So that's it. So nothing much else to say apart from, if you enjoyed the video, as always, please remember to subscribe and hit that notification button, and you will see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories. That's the other thing, there was an accessory in that bag. I will be doing a review of that very soon, so if you want to see what it is, you know what to do. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe and wash your hands.